we thank you so much for bringing us here today. It's been a rewarding experience.
Right.
It really has.
Dr. Price,
Sir.
Interesting. I think we emailed a few times, and then I got to meet you face to face at Flagstaff. And so now here we are. I've got to know you a lot better, and so much appreciate you. And so just summarize what you've been a part of this week, and maybe what are some of the takeaways that you'll be leaving with.
The thought that occurs to me is that reality is so much more complicated and so much messier than an extracted problem on a piece of paper. When the students 2 years ago came back with their experience here, their data collection, their assessment trip, I said, oh, well, why don't we just collect some of the sewage from a few of the houses and have a centralized bath facility, and we can treat it here, and then we can run a pipe down the hill and create a constructed wetland. That should not be a big deal. The technology's all there. It's not reinventing the wheel. But then you spend a week in the Colonia and you see how complicated things are and the interaction of problems. I think our solution has to have some comprehensive aspect to it. I think if we go after some grants and some financial resources to help, it's got to weave the water system together with the wastewater system and erosion control. All three of those together need to be enhanced. Otherwise, they're all vulnerable. So I'm thinking that working with Living Water for Roatan and taking advantage of the inroads you folks have made will tremendously enhance our abilities to possibly attract outside resources and to be able to come up with an integrated project that might move the community a few steps forward. Personally, it's been a mind-blowing experience. We vacillate between wanting to run away, what if I got us into, and then your heart goes out to the community, and then you see what's going on, and you say, if we can't solve this problem here, how can we even begin as a planet to solve the problem for almost a third to a half of the world's population that lives in similar circumstances? So it's an opportunity for us. You know that I have two goals. Two goals include, number one, helping the people in Colonia, but I also have a goal to empower our young leaders of tomorrow. And you can see in McWayne how inspired he's been, that we've got him hooked on a lifetime of humanitarian outreach. He's never going to be able to forget this experience, and when he's living in his comfortable environment back in the States, he'll probably end up being a much more sensitive person to the plight of others in the world.
I know you had mentioned that this project has some pretty good boundaries to it, and from that perspective, it's I don't know what the words were, but it gives you that opportunity, almost as a practice type thing, to go and do larger projects there.
There are communities like this all over the world, and many of them are vast. They go on for miles in all directions. They surround big metropolitan areas. This is an opportunity to look at it in an isolated, almost a case study, an experiment, a laboratory. That if we can find some solutions for the Colonia as a laboratory for this type of community, maybe it can contribute to the body of knowledge on how to solve problems like this all over the world, from India to Africa, South America. If we can make some inroads into how to solve this problem, it takes community engagement, it takes the outside community, the stakeholders, the outside business community, and it takes the willingness of the people in the community to help pull themselves up. So we're going to become sociologists as well as becoming better engineers by the time we're done.
Well, thank you so much for your passion and opportunity to get to know you. So appreciate you so much.
And thank you. The efforts that you have gone through, the work that you've done on your own, just looking at a problem and jumping into it with both feet, expecting God's going to provide you the resources, and then starting to build a water system and taking care of more and more people with the water that they they need for life. Is an inspiration to all of us.
Thank you.
Sometimes we see more problems than we see solutions. You saw more solutions than you saw problems, and you went after one. So I really admire you.
Thank you so much, Wayne, Shannon. Thank you for coming. And Trey is on the other end there. And I'm going to tell you what, my friend, without you, this was totally impossible. We had some unexpected things to happen within our family. And Trey, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you did to see the success of this week. So thank you.